You fooled me. You told me you're a marketing person, but you're a winemaker.
Well, I've studied a lot during the course of the years.
We are here in Junín with Lis Clement, and this is Bodega Clement. And it's our very first interview east of Mendoza. So first, thanks for inviting us.
No, thank you for coming.
This is a very old winery. It's some 100 years old.
Yeah, around almost 100 years old.
And the company that owned this winery went bankrupt 15 years ago, give or take, and you guys bought it 3 or 4 years ago.
Yes.
And it's a gigantic winery. We were touring it. You can make 10 million liters.
10 million liters capacity, yes.
And you're already making 5 million out of the 10, so congratulations for that.
Thank you. Quite a challenge.
Yep. And your family, besides the winery, which is the latest acquisition, your family has owned vineyards for some 25 years.
Yes. Yes.
Three vineyards.
3 different vineyards, counting 260 hectares under vine, mainly planted with red varieties, but also with Chardonnay, Pedro Giménez, which is a local white variety, and also local grape called Criolla Grande, which is a patrimony of Argentinian winemaking.
You have 2 brands. One of the brands is Finca Feliz, the happy wine, the happy vineyard.
Happy vineyard.
And here, this is the Bonarda varietal. We were trying it a few minutes ago, and it's absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
And then we have here Naranjo de Pedro Giménez and Criolla, some of the varietals that you guys have here.
Yeah.
And they are wonderful as well. What's unique about Clement Winery?
We, as you said, we are producers from the eastern side of Mendoza, which represents almost 50% of the total production of Mendoza. As you know, Mendoza is Argentina's wine capital, so 85% of Argentinian wine is made in Mendoza. And of that 85%, 50% is made in the eastern region. So eastern region is around 60,000 hectares of vines. So for many, many years, this region was not considered as quality production, but volume production. The thing is that I like to think we belong to a new generation of winemakers that bet to the region, because we understand that we can produce different styles of wines that are not necessarily, they don't try to mimic the wines that come from cooler areas. We take what we can do in the region, and we put the focus on what is different and what is original and what we can do best. And what is that? As you said, you have here a Bonarda. The Bonarda is, after Malbec, the second most planted red variety in Argentina. Bonarda it's quite similar in the nose and in the mouth to Malbec, but it has, of course, its characteristic. It's more on the nose. It gives you more black cherries, for instance, and spicy notes.
Customers around the world agree with your vision, because you are selling Finca Feliz in like half of the countries in Europe, in Canada, in Latin America.
So it seems so, yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, we are. It has been an adventure, but since we started, our first harvest as wine producers was 2021. So 2021 we sold the production between Argentina and Sweden. And then we started exporting to Belgium, to Poland, to Germany, the Netherlands, Canada, Peru, and Brazil. Consumers around the world seem to agree with us.
So we will be bringing Finca Feliz to our customers in the United States. I'm positive they will love it. And so you guys have been transitioning from conventional to organic.
Well, it's more of a personal conviction and a lifestyle than it is a marketing plan. It's a way of living. I mean, we transitioned when I started working with my father. We are partners. It was for me the natural way to go, to avoid pesticides and herbicides. For that, we did a quite large investment. But it's not only take care of the plant and the environment. For us, it's a more 360 approach. So we give a lot of care also to our workers, to our community. So yes, of course, it's a market demand, but it's also a consciousness demand.
I would love to invite you to a simple wine tasting. Would that be okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So here's one glass.
Do I need to say which wine is it, or?
You can say anything and everything you want. That you don't like it, or what you like, what you don't like.
Has a lot of how do you say, guinda, clavo de olor.
More subtitles.
Spicy, red cherries, freshness, good tannins, fresh acidity.
You fooled me. You told me you're a marketing person, but you're a winemaker.
Well, I've studied a lot during the course of the years. It's great. Do I need to say to no?
And here's another one.
I bet this is older. It's a bit more evolved. Certainly. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon for sure. Very elegant.
Okay. So, did you like any of the two or none of them, or?
I would drink both very happily.
Either one is your favorite?
I think the first one.
Why?
Because I love sweet cherries on the nose.
Okay. Should I tell you which wines you tried?
Please, I'm nervous.
Okay, so drum roll. So the first wine is our wine, Purest Vines.
Well done, I love it.
Thank you. Organic, no sugar, no additives, no chemicals, no nothing.
Great.
The second wine, in this case, is Nicolás Catena Zapata.
Yeah.
This is, I guess this is a blend because, or I don't know if it says somewhere if it's.
Okay, Bordeaux blend then.
Yeah, from 2020.
Okay.
Liz, thank you very much for inviting us here to
Thank you for
Clement Winery. Congratulations on the wines. Now we'll invite our winemaker to try your Bonarda.
Right.
It will be my pleasure, it's already my pleasure to have you guys join our wine club of organic Mendoza wines, initially for the United States, later hopefully to other countries. So thank you very much.
No, I'm honored. I'm grateful. Thank you for allowing me to share Finca Feliz with your customers.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mudo, my favorite winemaker. Here we are in Junín, some 50 kilometers east from Mendoza, which is our first time in this area. And we are at Clement Winery with their Finca Feliz, their happy vineyard, and we are about to try their Bonarda. What can you tell us about Junín and all this region?
Hello Will, how are you? Well, Junín is in Mendoza is one of the most important places for quality grapes and for grapes real in Mendoza. Our story in Mendoza began here in Junín, San Martín and Rivadavia. Junín is the most density place with vineyard in Mendoza. It's very important in Mendoza, Junín, because Junín department live about the vineyards. Real, Junín is the vineyard department in Mendoza. Then we are in this very old winery. I'm so happy because the Clement family renew and put again in order part of our story in Mendoza. And most of that, they are started like this organic and more care the environment of Mendoza city and Junín place. For that is, for me, so important when you have this kind of family in Mendoza, because they renew and put again Mendoza in the first step of wineries and vineyards from Argentina.
Awesome. Well, and they've been quite successful selling their wines around the world.
Yes, because they are smart people, work a lot, work, and you show this and you look this in the winery. When you arrive to this kind of places and vineyards, wineries, and kind of family, Mendoza family work a lot, and you have the successful for that.
Let's try their Bonarda.
Yes, Bonarda is 20 years ago is the most important grape in Mendoza. Then start the Malbec, but now is similar. You have a little more of Malbec, but Mendozan people loves Bonarda and make very good Bonardas. Our story of the Bonarda is bigger than the Malbec. And when you started, you have like the brightness and the redness of the Bonarda, have a dark color, very nice. The red fruit, cherries, a little of plum, a little of violet too, you have here in this Malbec, and very good acidity. The support of the acidity here is amazing. It's very difficult in Junín because you have a little more heat days, but they work perfectly to arrive to a nice harvest, to preserve the natural acidity, to show you the fruit, the red fruit, the elegance, good tannin, smoothie tannins, and very large Bonarda. Congratulations. You have here like a very, very interesting Bonarda, very smoothie tannin, and you have like a very good tannins, polyphenols, and acidity. You have a very good balance of wine.
Awesome. Will our subscribers enjoy Finca Feliz Bonarda?
They love it, for sure.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Salud.